Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at some how to use if statements and insert some formulas, some logical formulas in Excel. That's what we're going to be looking at today. And to do this, I'm going to quickly share my screen. Okay. So my screen is now shared. So today we're going to be looking at exercise 7, isn't it? So we're looking at exercise 7. I'm going to quickly scroll down to exercise 7. Inventory list for Pringle Auto Repair Shop. So this is an auto repair shop. Auto repair shop, you know, who can tell me what an auto repair shop is? Yeah, where they repair cars. That's what it is, isn't it? So you can see the records they have there. Item number is any item that they are using to repair the shop. So those items could be what? Items that they could use in repairing the car. Those items could be what? Tire. It could be brakes. It could be alarm. It could be what? Mats. It could be battery. It could be radio. It could be what? Farm belt. Now, inventory is simply a store that is inside our workshop. You understand? So the inventory manager, what it does is that if the mechanic person calls, say, hey, we need a tire. You understand? A customer came or a client came, we need to fix a tire. The inventory manager will give out a tire. Is that clear? So the inventory manager takes care of the shop, that where they house all these equipment. And now it is his duty to know the cost of each of them so that you will know the total cost that has been spent in repairing that car. So that when you now put workmanship together with the parts that was used, you can now build the car owner. Is that clear? So that's why we keep this record. So these are the unit costs and these are the selling prices. Then how about the markup and percentage markup? And those are the things we are going to be calculating. Is that clear? And to do this, we'll go to the next slide to know what we are supposed to do. So the number one thing is to create the worksheet shown above. That's the number one thing, isn't it? Create the worksheet shown above. So that is the worksheet that I'm going to open up. So this is the worksheet that we've created. Are we clear on this? So the worksheet has been created, shown above. Then it's left for us to fill up all these. So we're going to go to the next instruction. The next instruction says find markup, where markup is equal to what? Selling price minus what? Unit cost. Markup is equal to what? Selling price minus what? Unit cost. So I simply go here, this is my markup, I click there. So insert formula, I put the equal to, and it's equal to what? Selling price. So I click on the first selling price, you will see it will be 4 because this is D and this is 4. So the next thing I do is to put what? Minus. Then unit cost is what? I click here. You can see it's C4 because this is C and this is 4. Once I do that, I press the enter key. That formula is inserted. So I simply do what? Copy it and do what? Paste across. So we've done that. So we'll go back and go to the next instruction. The next instruction says find percentage markup, where percentage markup is simply equal to markup over what? Unit cost. Markup over what? Unit cost. So I click here. Percentage markup is simply equal to what? Markup. So I put what? Equal to. Then I click on the first word, markup, which is E4. Then I put the word over sign, the slash, forward slash, that's the over sign. Then I put what? Unit cost. So I click on this unit cost. Then I press the word enter key. So that is the percentage. You can see it's 40%. So I can simply copy this and do what? Paste across. Because what? Markup is equal to what? Percentage markup is equal to markup over unit cost. That is what it's given here. Markup over unit cost. So the last thing there says format F to include percentage and 3 decimal places. So if I get here to format F to include percentage and 3 decimal, I simply right click here. Then I'll see format cell. I'll click on it. So once I click on it, it's going to bring up a box where I can put 3 decimal place and percentage. You can see it's already appearing here because I had done it before. But if I have not, this is the procedure you do. So simply go to what? Numbers. So click on numbers. Decimal place is how many? How many? 3. So make sure you click. It's up to 3. So markup is what? In percentage and what? 3 decimal places. So you can simply click on what? Okay. And you see they are all there. So I get back again. The next thing is to calculate the totals counts as shown above and save your work as Excel 7. So I get back again. So these are the totals. The number one thing is a total unit cost. Number one thing is what? Total unit cost. So how do I find this is my unit cost? It wants me to calculate the total. So I click here where I want to put the total. Then I go and click on what? Formulas. Total simply means sum. So I click on this arrow behind auto sum. Click on sum. So once you click on sum, make sure you select what you want to sum, which is from here down to here. That is what you must select. And you click the enter key. So it has summed it. So this is your total unit cost. So the next thing is total cost that is greater than 100. Class, are you looking at all these costs? How many is greater than 100? 2, just this and this. So we want to find the total of these ones, this plus this. So to do that, you're going to use what we call sum if. We're going to use what we call what? Because you're checking, it has to be greater than 100. So you sum only when if it is greater than 100. So once I click here, I should be able to go to, once you hear sum if is actually a logical statement. So I can click here and click on insert function so that I can go here and select all functions. Then I can now scroll to look for sum if. So if you're scrolling, you get to S. Once you get to S, you should be able to see your sum if. So this is my S. I can scroll down. So can you see sum if? So I click on this sum if and click on OK. So it's going to ask me range. Where am I looking at? That's what range means. So this is where I'm looking at. These are all the things I want to check and find the ones that are greater than 100. So I select it. So it's going to ask me criteria. Criteria is what? It must be what? Greater than 100. That's the criteria. Then this sum range, don't put anything there. Then click on OK. You will see that it has added the ones that are greater than 100. 125 plus 185 is what? 310. Fatima, what are you doing? You're not following the class. So that is that for that. So the next thing will be total selling price less than what? 100. So you come under selling price. This is selling price. I come here and click. So what is the total of all of them that are less than 100? So which ones are less than 100? 22, 24, 70, 18. So all of them are less than 100. Okay, apart from this radio that is 264. So what am I going to do also? Sum if less than 100. That's the word. So once I go to recently used, because I've used sum if before, I'll see it. So I'll select it. So it's going to ask me the range. I'm looking at what? Selling price. That's what I'm looking at. To ask me what's the criteria. Criteria is simply less than this time around 100. So I'll click here and press the word. Okay. You're going to find out that if you add all these ones that are less than, you're going to get 322. So we have 2 that are greater than 100, only 195 and 265. The next thing is count. So which one are we finding the count? If you look here, the count, we are supposed to find the count for markup. So that's where we are going to put our cursor. So under markup, we want to find the count. And we all know what count is. I simply go to auto sum, count numbers, then I select what I want to count. Then I'm going to see that it is 7. So the next thing is count of markup that is less than 100. So this is count if less than 20. So count if is the word. So under markup again, I'll go to what? Logical. So I'm going to go to insert. So I'm going to go to what? All. Then I'll look for count if by going small, small under C. I can see count if under C. So you can see this is what? Count if. So I click on count if, click on OK. So it's going to ask me the range. This is the range. I'm picking the markups, isn't it? That is the range. Then the next thing is criteria. Is it less than or greater than 20? Less than 20. So I press the what? Okay. You can see it's only two that is less than 20. Only what? 18 and what? 13. So that is perfectly done. Then the last thing is to count markup greater than or equal to 50. So this is also count if greater than or equal to 50. So I'm going to click here. And I'm going to go to what? Recently used, because I already used count if. So range, which range are we looking at? We are looking at the range of markups. Then the next thing is what? Criteria should be what? What's the criteria? Greater than or what? Equal to what? 50. So I press the what? Okay. So please, this should be here. Let me delete this. This markup, we are not looking at markup percentage, so it's markup we are looking at. So I'll go back to recently used, count if. Range is just the markups. And criteria is what? Greater than or equal to what? 50. So which ones are greater than or equal to 50? How many are they? It's only 70 and was 80, and that's why we have to. And with that, we'll come to the end of this class. So please solve this, check it out. With the knowledge that you have in this, you can be able to do it. So do exercise 8 and ask me questions. Thank you and God bless you.